Hello, this is Galah, a program I've been working on since freshman year of college. It's capable of automatically grading and providing feedback for computer science assignments. So let's go ahead and take a look at how it works here. We're going to go ahead and log into this web interface here. This is the University of California, Riverside's deployment of Galah. You can see that they actually rebranded it as UCR Sub. And I have an account on it as a teacher and an admin. So I'm logged in now. You can see that there's quite a few assignments in the system that I can see. Normally students can only see the assignments for classes that they are enrolled in, but I'm enrolled in most classes, so I see most of the assignments that come through. So we will go ahead and go to a assignment from 6 months ago, a tic-tac-toe implementation that the students had to make. And you can see that there's some statistics regarding how many students have submitted, and there's also an option for seeing exactly what another student sees, so you can see all the submissions that they've made and their results. But we're actually going to pretend to be a student here, and we're going to upload a submission of for ourselves. So let's submit this sample file that I have here that correctly implements the assignment, and we're going to go ahead and upload it. So what happens here when I upload it is that it gets sent to some testing servers who then place that main.cpp file into a virtual machine along with the test harness that the professor makes. And then the test harness runs on the student submission. So it compiles it, executes it, runs any unit test it wants. It can do whatever it wants. It's not restrained. It's in a virtual machine. It can do whatever it wants. And then it sends out the results just through standard output. It's caught by some other programs that are running on the virtual machine and sent over to the testing server, who then takes that, verifies it, and then shuttles it through another program or another server, who then places it into the database. And then at which point the web application can see it. So we can see the tests are completed. I got a 64 out of 90. Apparently the test harness made some marks off. Looks like I got -1 on my submit date check. I submitted 6 months after the deadline. I guess I got some points off of that. I better talk to the TA. That's unjustified. Then let's see, a proper assignment header. There's some preamble that's supposed to be at the top of every assignment or every submission. That sample file doesn't have that preamble, so that's why I got -25 there. But otherwise, looks like I had proper programming style. It compiled correctly. Looks like all of these, what look like unit tests, passed correctly, and then it looks like my program output the correct thing. So generally, it looks like that was a good implementation of what was supposed to happen. So that's really all of Galah that students interact with. It's very simple. I've never had any students have trouble interacting with Galah at all. The main thing I hear students complain about is if the test harness is giving them wonky results. So the test harness is claiming that they did something wrong, but they didn't. But that's not something that I can fix on Galah's end. That's something that the professor or whoever's writing the test harnesses need to handle. Let's see. We created some libraries for making test harnesses easier, because the people who were making the test harnesses, it's kind of a difficult thing. So we made some libraries to make that easier for them. For example, we have a module in that library that you can point at a C++ file, and it will let you interact with that C++ file as if it's written in Python. So any functions in that C++ file you can just call in Python and get the results back. So that makes things a little bit easier. There's some other cool things that library can do. And then if you go ahead and take a look at the GitHub account that holds Galah, you can see that Galah is licensed under what looks a lot like the AGPL, because it's derived from the AGPL, but it has the added restriction that if you want to deploy Galah, you have to have prior permission from us if you deploy it to more than 15 users. So that basically means that if you're a developer using it internally, or if you're a really small classroom, you can use it. But otherwise, if you're trying to deploy it to a normal-sized institution, you're going to have to ask us first. Then there are some other repositories there. There's an API client, which is a cool command line application that lets you interact with Galah through the command line, which is a little bit more friendly than clicking through GUIs. I, for one, like working on the command line much more than using web GUIs. So that's really nice for me and the other professors. Then I think there's some other repos there. There's a lot of interesting code here, all written by myself and my partner, Chris Manghane. We're the sole developers of Galah. There's been some other people who have come and gone, but it's really just been us. So if you have any questions on it, we can certainly answer any questions you have. My email is in the description, and yeah, I hope you have a great day. I hope you enjoyed this demo. Thank you.